7:07, whale season is in full swing across the islands.
All right, so every year we know thousands of humpback whales come to Hawaii's warm waters. We're dying to change the subject. Casey, so please talk to us about how you're out on the water today.
Yes,
and what
let's
you're
change the
looking for.
subject. Yeah, I have something much more pleasant to talk about today. So we're out here with Hawaii Glass Bottom Boat Tours. Check this out, by the way. If you've never done one of these, even for Kama'aina, this is a really cool and actually really affordable tour. They take you around Waikiki and you get to see some really interesting stuff, including hopefully humpback whales. You, of course, wouldn't want to be looking for them down there because they wouldn't want to go over the top of them. That's not what you do, right? But Jason Rose is with me, Captain Jason Rose. Goodness gracious, how lucky are we to live in Hawaii, my friend? Look
Beautiful
at this out here. And I want to talk a little bit about where we are. I want to talk about whale season, this whale season, which, again, starts in November. And I think you used to mention that it had started a little earlier this year. And then what's special about this place? They kind of hang out here a little bit.
Well, so right here, we're just off the point of Diamond Head, and so you get a lot of whales that'll travel along the south coast here. And it's pretty shallow on the inside. It gets a little, there's just a lot of current running around here. They like to, for some reason, go right along by this Diamond Head buoy up in front of us. This is a good spot for us to kind of go and look for the whales. Very common spot for us to spot them. And then as they keep moving to the west past this buoy, they start getting into a little bit deeper water. They often hang out between 100 to 1,000 feet of water as they're cruising along here.
And we're just desperate. I'm just like totally scanning, watching. We haven't seen one yet, but that's okay. We wanted to come out here also today just because, NOAA, I know you guys work closely with them and follow their guidelines and stuff when you're out here. It really is about keeping those whales safe and of course, your guests as safe as well. But what are some things you guys do as captains to make sure that you're avoiding them and giving them their space?
Well, the big thing is actually just watching the whales and knowing where they're going. You know, if you see a whale, you'll see it breathe. That's your first indication that, of what the whale's doing. But then you have to watch as they're coming up and try to figure out their direction. You want to make sure that you stay in a place where they're not going to. You don't want to get ahead of the whales. You want to hang out off to the sides and maintain that 100 yards, of course, but also not get too much in front of them. Just make sure you're out of their way so that they feel like they're not being corralled and that they're able to swim freely out here.
Because Hawaii really is such a special place for this species. Jason Rose with us from Hawaii Glass Bottom Boat. Appreciate you taking us out here today. Again, check them out. And what a beautiful morning we have here on the south shore of Oahu. We still haven't seen a whale yet, but there's hope. Don't worry. We'll check back in a little later. Guys, we'll send things back to you.
Yes, there's hope, there's time.
Yes.
Have fun.
Yes.
We'll wait for it. All right, thanks, Casey.